Welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day. I am. And we're going to react to Travel Gritty. If you don't know the channel, it's a travel channel. Amazing content, amazing videos through the travel through the world. It's ultimately awesome. You should definitely check the channel out. For now, we're going to check out my ultimate Philippines top 10 after 5 visits. So she's visited the Philippines 5 different times, and she's came up with a list of the top 10. So let's check it out. Let's react to it. Let's enjoy. Let's do this. Let's review.
Hey there, my beautiful travelers, and welcome to the Philippines.
So beautiful.
One of the most beautiful countries in this world. Full of stunning white beaches, islands, amazingly friendly people, great sunsets, and loads of corals and sea life.
I want to be there
now. In case you don't know me, my name is Gretl. I'm a travel YouTuber and I've visited the Philippines 5 times since 2015. At first, being part of a couple and also as a female solo traveler. This place is never getting boring. In this video, I will share my 10 favorite spots with you. I will put information about all of these places, recommendations for hotels and tour companies in the description box down below. If you're new to my channel, be sure to check out some other videos as well. And
that's just another reason to go join her channel and subscribe, because she leaves all these links that can help you if you want to travel the world or travel the Philippines. Definitely check her channel out.
Always very welcome to subscribe. But now, without further ado, let's dive right in.
Rice terraces. I haven't been there.
The starter of this list is Bohol. Of course, a very famous touristy hotspot.
Absolutely.
But most people stay on the west side of the island. I suggest, if you want to dodge the crowds, to go more east and stay in the Anda or Guindoman region. From here you can visit the Candy-High rice fields, this stunning waterfall which is actually the tallest on the island, and you can see the cave paintings.
I did not realize there was rice terraces on Bohol. Me and my family have been to Bohol, and like she said, we stayed on the touristy part, but I did not realize. And I've watched and reacted and commented and reviewed a lot of videos on the Philippines. I did not realize that Bohol had rice terraces. I mean, probably definitely much more smaller than, you know, the Philippines in the north. They're famous rice terraces up there. But that's amazing. I did not know that.
I also loved this hidden gem. Just about 20 minutes walk from my hotel in Guindoman. A beautiful valley view with no one else there and just a stunning sunset.
That is
It reminded
awesome.
me of one of those places I love most in this country, but we will get to that later.
That is awesome.
Number 9 is Siquijor, aka the Witch Island.
Ooh.
This place is becoming slightly more popular over the last years, mainly because of its beautiful nature and relaxed vibes, with Cambogahay Falls being one of the must-see places here.
Do you believe it's cursed? Some people believe Siquijor is cursed. It's kind of over by Dumaguete, if I remember correctly.
If you're up for some adrenaline, go for the cliff dive at Salangdong Beach and visit the old enchanted Baliti tree where the white spirit lives.
Wow.
As long as you don't hurt them, they won't hurt you.
Looks like haunted
Also,
tree.
a day trip to Apple Island is highly recommended, especially if you're determined to see the large sea turtles and some of the good corals over here. If you want to know why this place is famous for witchcraft, I would highly suggest asking the locals for it. Everyone will tell you something slightly different, but it will be fascinating for sure and will give you an insight in how life here differs from other places in the Philippines. And no, I'm not going to tell you because I'm not going to spoil it for you. I want to encourage you to go here, have a good time, and find it out for yourself.
She made a great point. You can go from this island in the Philippines to one over here, and it's completely different, you know. Same type of culture, but they believe in different things. They have different languages, maybe a little bit of different food. The Philippines is super diverse, and we know why, because over time, you know, different countries have came and ruled the Philippines. It's a bunch of mixed people and very beautiful people, but it's it's so different, you know, from one side to the other side of the Philippines. Really good point.
Next up is the surfing capital of the Philippines. Also highly recommended if you are like
Siargao.
me and you have no idea how to surf. This island is situated at the southeast side of the country and covered in palm trees. In General Luna, you will find everything you want. Lots of good accommodations, lots of good food from local to international, and lots of interesting things to do and see. Because it's a surface paradise, there's a
Big
really
waves.
laid-back vibe here. Rent a motorcycle for the entire day and just go around the island. Stop over at Mason Bridge for the tree swing and continue on this very relaxing little boat ride to the little lagoon at the end. There's also a bigger one, which is Sakba Lagoon, with beautiful clear water and this very nice cliff dive just around the corner.
Oh, not this guy.
After the lagoon, I would highly recommend you to visit this island as well. You can buy it all in one package. Another day trip goes to the islands in front of General Luna.
I have a side note on the Siargao. My brother-in-law, he actually works over there. He's a surfer and he works, I think, at a surf shop or at a resort type place. But he's an awesome surfer. His name's Owen. So if you ever go to Siargao and you meet a guy named Owen, he could be my brother-in-law. It's a beautiful life he lives. Like she said, relaxed, surfing, beautiful. I mean, what's there not to like, right?
Make up for a really fun trip. And of course, if surfing is your thing, you must put your skills to the test here. When it comes to stunning views, nothing in the country beats Coron.
Oh,
There are lagoons and lakes surrounded by limestone,
I haven't
which
been.
makes up for the most iconic views. There is a lot hidden under the surface here, like fish and corals, but also these Japanese shipwrecks that sank during the Second World War. Some are accessible by free diving, others are only accessible by those who have a diver's license. If you
so much to explore, you know. World War II happened in the Philippines. The Philippines played a big part in World War II, and there's sunken ships all over the place. So it's, you know, a diver's paradise. It's a paradise for all kinds of things, but especially for divers.
If you are a diver, go to Barracuda Lake as well, where you can have this weird thermocline experience. A layer of sweet and a layer of salt water stay on top of one another. Where they meet, the water heats up to 37 degrees Celsius. It's honestly the weirdest experience. As my boyfriend put it, it's like being back in the uterus. If you're done island hopping, you can climb Mount Delera as well, which is said to have amazing views, but I basically remember the rain we encountered that day.
Right.
But still, it was a lot of fun.
What an amazing adventure that you've had.
Number 6 might be the first surprise in my list, since most people haven't heard of this tiny little village somewhere in northeast Palawan. It is actually the perfect escape from El Nido. In case you don't know El Nido, the surroundings here are amazing,
Wow.
but very busy. And the town itself is basically opening new hotels, bars and restaurants every single week, or at least that's the feeling I got there. Sipalay is about 45 minutes away from El Nido, and it's just perfect if you love some peace and quiet like me. There are only a handful of resorts in here, all built along the beach and made of wood. It's all native style and it's definitely not expensive. Sunsets are stunning and dinner is very romantic with the waves at the back.
Oh.
This is perfect for couples. I love to do the tours in El Nido from here, but
Yes.
Sipalay itself has a lot to offer as well. From kayaking to the mangrove to island tours and some very good corals. Actually way better than the ones we found around El Nido since they were mostly damaged.
Sounds like an amazing time, and like her, I like less people. I like the quiet time. I like the beauty of the nature, just sitting back and enjoying it, you know. You get in the city life, you got all these people with city problems, you know. And I'm not talking bad about the cities, because cities, they bring their own game too, and there's awesome things to do in the cities. But if you want to relax, she just gave us a hidden gem. That's another reason to go check her channel out.
So much fun here, I actually visited twice. I just came back for the secluded but not expensive getaway feeling.
That's awesome.
Talking about stunning surroundings means talking about Isla de Gigantes. Super wide beaches, sandbars, and check out this
Look at
lagoon.
that. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. Maganda nature.
Of course, there is also this famous island with the double beach and the hill at the end. If you search for Isla de Gigantes online, this is the image that you will see. I was really surprised by this place, mainly because it's way less busy and less well known than a lot of other places with the same attractions.
I don't think I knew about
It's
that.
more locals going here than foreign tourists.
That is,
You can also visit the lighthouse and caves, which makes up for a fun half-a-day trip. We also ate some very good scallops here, which I quite clearly remember, and they were pretty cheap. I had a lot of fun with my friend Bang, who is from Manila, which is actually what I love about this whole country, making friends
Yes.
with locals and other travelers alike.
love the locals.
The honorable fourth place goes to something that's kind of a mix between a tour and an island. There are multiple companies providing tours between Coron and El Nido, basically visiting Linapakan region. You live on a small boat, sleep on deserted beaches, and catch your own food if your lunch is not outsmarting you. It's basically back to basic.
Oh,
But
that's
a
awesome.
very beautiful kind of basic. It's perfect to dodge the crowds and an opportunity to make new friends because, you know, you're on a boat together for quite a long time.
Right.
Drink rum at the campfire and enjoy the most memorable sunsets.
Wow.
The vibes in our group were amazing, and even as a solo traveler between mainly couples, I had a really good time and I felt really warmly welcomed. In El Nido, we even got to see small and big lagoon
Magical.
without everyone because we were so late in the day. How freaking lucky were we? Because this is one of the busiest spots in the country, and I do count traffic during rush hour in Manila then. Well, basically what I want to say is don't skip on this tour if you visit Palawan.
How could you not watch that and be like, man, I have to go check this out. I have to go experience the experiences that she experienced. I think everybody in life, if they get a chance, they should go do that because it's just so beautiful. It's just so magical. It's away from the hectic things in life, and that's what traveling does for you. And if you're going to go to travel in the Philippines. I'm telling you, I've been there 3 times. I haven't got to see a lot of places like this because we go for family reasons since my wife's from the Philippines. But we visit a couple of these places, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oi, we're getting to the top 3, and I had such a hard time choosing. Third place goes to Sipalay. What place? Well, Sipalay.
Right.
I even don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but I basically went here because I had to go from Dumaguete to Bacolod, and what's right in the middle? Sipalay. This place was an insane surprise to me. First of all, the hotel I stayed at was amazing. It's the craziest place I have seen with all kind of themed rooms.
That's
like
awesome.
the Rockadelly room where I stayed, with real barbed wire on the ceiling and this very funky light switch.
Okay.
This place is on Sugar Beach, and Sugar Beach is not accessible by road. You will need to rent a boat and get through the mangrove forest, which only adds to the magic of this place.
Yeah, it does.
At night, it's so quiet. No party, just a beer and a good chat. The islands of Sipalay are very green with loads of rice fields. The islands along the shore make up for a very good view, especially of course from an infinity pool. And this cave walk was definitely different from any other experience I had in the Philippines. First of all, check out this amazing flashlight. And second of all, you walk through the river for a very long time, which is quite adventurous, before actually ending up in the cave, which is quite big in itself. Dungeon Island is a marine sanctuary island and great for a day trip.
So many things to do in the Philippines.
For the second place, we have to go all the way up north to a province that was under the radar for a very long time. This is Batanes. It's so
Batanes.
different from the rest of the Philippines in very many ways, which makes it absolutely fascinating. I mean, the landscapes are different, way
Right.
more rocky and rough, no white beaches to swim, and it's really windy here. But you get some really Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings kind of vibes in here.
Yeah, you
Because
do.
it's in the middle of the ocean, it gets a lot of typhoons during typhoon season. But the houses are built with such strong walls, they just survive the storms.
They know what
The
they're
oldest
doing.
house originates from the 18th century. Can you believe it? These islands also pride themselves in being very safe, with people being honest. Now, I felt safe, welcomed and treated very well by everyone in this country.
I love it.
But I never found a shop without a shopkeeper. They just trust you to pay.
Be honest.
Sabang and Batan are two of the most visited islands. But please, please, if you go here, make time for Itbayat as well. It's a 2-hour boat ride. It's on open ocean, so it can be really rough. I
Wow.
was kind of lucky here. But when you are there, I felt like I reached the end of the world. It's only rough ocean around, beautiful caves and rocky shores. Flying to
Magical.
Batanes is still very expensive, even more so than flying to some destinations outside of the country. It adds to the exclusiveness of this place. It's becoming a bit more popular now and I see more YouTubers go, but when I visited, I did not see a single foreigner in 8 days.
8 days. 8 days.
Batanes is a must if you want to see a very interesting, different side of the Philippines. I'm not sure if I would recommend it for first-time travelers because it's a bit of a hassle to get here, but if you are going for a second or a third time, definitely go. When I first went to the Philippines with my boyfriend back in 2015, we were flying to
I was there
Manila,
then.
to Puerto Princesa on Palawan, and the next day we took a bus to our first real holiday spot, so to say. It felt like we had traveled for ages, but the moment we set foot on this beach, I knew we had arrived in paradise. This is how I imagined the Philippines would be. And this place got so much of a warm spot in my heart, it never ever gave up on that #1 position.
Gives me
Of course,
goosebumps.
I am talking about Port Barton.
Port
I
Barton.
loved the people here who welcomed me so warmly in this little community, locals and tourists, and the overall laid-back vibes. The corals so close to the surface you can hardly swim over them.
Wow.
The food, the islands, the big turtles, the small turtles, the waterfalls, everything just seemed so perfect to me.
Magical.
I also know that this place is changing. Port Barton is becoming more and more popular because it is on Palawan, which is a very popular spot. And word is out that this is just a very laid-back, cool kind of place. I
Right.
saw a difference when I went there for the first time and when I went there for the second time. But both of those times I really still felt that if, I could wake up anywhere in this world tomorrow, it would be Port Barton.
That's high. You can't get a bigger, higher mark than that. If anywhere in the world I want to wake up here. Here. That's how magical places in the Philippines is. That's what it gives you on the inside. That's what it does to you, you know?
If your favorite place is not in here, don't be angry with me. There are way more amazing spots, but I simply could not include each and every single one in my video. But let me know in the comments down below if I really missed out on a place and also why this place is so amazing. Thank you so much for watching. If you plan a trip to the Philippines, have lots of fun. And if you are from the Philippines, big love and thumbs up for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, leave your comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're up for more. Whew, that was a lot of talking. See you next time.
So, like I said, she has an amazing travel channel. She needs way more subs than she has. So, if you enjoyed the reaction, the comments, and you enjoyed her content, definitely go subscribe to her. Let's increase her subscriber numbers because she loves the Philippines and we need to support people like that. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to me, I'd love to be subscribed to if that's your thing. My Instagram link will be down below. But as far as the Philippines, such magical places. She showed us a few places that other big vloggers have never showed us. So, just an amazing thing. There's always something to discover in the Philippines. when you quite think you know all the good spots, the hot spots, the beautiful spots, boom, there's more. There's more. There's over 7,000 islands, as we know, so there's always something to explore in the Philippines. And she just showed the nature part. There's other parts too that are fabulous, that are in the city, if you like that type of thing too. But anyway, those are my reactions. Those are my thoughts. What are you thinking? I don't know. Let me know. I'll catch you next time though. Peace.